These are the ingredients for our carne guisada. First thing we're going to do is we are going to heat up probably just like a couple tablespoons of lard. And lard does make all the difference. So we are going to add our stew meat. So right now we are just going to brown it in that lard. While we're waiting for this, we can go do some chopping. So let's mince up our garlic. Okay, we also want to cut up our bell pepper. And let's get this onion. And we can also just get this tomato chopped up. There we go. Here we are going to add about 3 tablespoons of flour. It'll start doing some thickening here. We're only going to do that for a second before we add in these spices. So now I am going to throw in these spices. And let's add in our peppers, garlic, and onion. Get that mixed. Let that set for just a few, and then we will move on to the next step. Okay, now let's add a few other things. Let's add those tomatoes in. Add in our cup of beef stock broth, and it will help make the gravy. I know this seems like it's a bit labor intensive. There are a lot of ingredients, but once you get just past this point, really all you're going to do is go back and stir it every few hours. Well, you probably want to stir about every 30 minutes, but keep it on low after we get to that point. Now at this point I like to add the beef broth. It's got to be super beef bouillon. And I also like to add this tomato bouillon. I want to get it up to where it's starting to boil. Then we are going to turn it down to low. We'll let it simmer with the lid on. Okay, this is where we want it. It is bubbling. We are going to add one last ingredient. A couple of heaping spoonfuls of our chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. Turn it down to low, cover it up, check it about every 30 minutes, stir it a little bit, but we're gonna let it go for hours and hours. Is simmering down. Veggies are starting to lose their color, starting to break down, and they're getting very, very soft. Meat's still not quite tender enough, so we still got a little ways to go. It's been about 7.5 hours, maybe 8, just simmering away. And it's all thick, all hot. And the meat is just falling apart. I can cut it with a wooden spoon. Woohoo! It is done. So next, someone just has to eat it. Here we go.